Hi guys, welcome to the 16th session of 30 Days to a More Powerful Vocabulary by Norman Lewis and Wilfred Frank. This course is being presented to you by me, Shilpa Jha. Please rate, review, subscribe and recommend the course. Also, please leave your valuable suggestions and comments below. So before I proceed, I just wanted to say that actually there should have been a test right now to check your progress and all. But since I did not receive a very good response in the older test, I don't think a lot of people they were interested in a test. So I am just continuing with the series. However, if somebody is interested in taking a test, kindly mention your email ID with a request or just telling me that you want a test. So I'm going to shoot a mail singularly to the person who wants a test, right? So that would be great. So let's start with this session today. So the first word today is bet-nwahr. Bet-nwahr means a particular object of hatred or dread. Like lizards have always been my bet-nwahr. Bet-nwahr, it's very obvious. I hate lizards or any sort of reptiles for that matter. So bet-nwahr basically means a particular object of hatred or dread. Next is cadaverous. Cadaverous is pale, ghastly, corpse-like. Like if you have fever, you look cadaverous. You look that you're going to die, sort of. You look ghostly. You look pale, or maybe this cat. She looks cadaverous because of excessive exhaustion due to running, or maybe having something nasty. All right. Next is carte-blahnsh. So carte-blahnsh is an unconditional permission or authority. Like she gave her husband carte blanche to invite anyone to the party, and so even though she hated dogs, he invited this friend of hers who has come with a dog, right? So carte blanche basically means an unconditional permission or authority, right? All right. Next is esoteric. So esoteric is intended for people with special knowledge or interest. Like knowledge of oriental magic is highly esoteric. So esoteric, obviously, people who would have interest in magic would be the people who would be involved in the knowledge of oriental magic. Right, so that is esoteric. Next is forte. So okay, I'm sorry, the meaning out here is written wrong. Please don't focus on this. I'll just tell you what forte means now, since I've written the word. So forte means something that you are excellent at, you're very good at. Like, making jokes is my forte. Maybe you might not be feeling it, but maybe I'm good at it. So that means forte means you're something that you can excel at, something that you're very good at. Okay, next is impasse. So impasse is a blind alley, an insurmountable obstacle. So something that's really, really difficult to achieve is an impasse. So impasse, one of the examples is trying to sign an agreement. We came to an impasse. So we came to an obstacle where we could not handle it. Or maybe if this particular bridge, especially the kind of bridges that you have in mountains, so they're so rickety that you decided that going to the other side was an impasse. So it was something that was really difficult. Next is incongruous. Incongruous means incompatible, out of place, right? A fat and awkward girl would look incongruous in a ballet, because ballet, most people are really fit, and the kind of clothes they wear are body hugging, so they look gorgeous. So maybe if a girl is fat and awkward, she might not look, she might look out of place for that particular thing, right? Or for example, okay, I don't know what I've taken out this picture for. I'm sorry, I don't remember the reason, but I think you must have understood what incongruous means. Okay, next is docile. So now docile, the moment I see docile, I think of a cow, because cows are really docile. Although I don't know, there are some which have horns and all, they do some mischief, but otherwise cows are known to be really docile. So docile means some people who are really sweet, and some people who can be easily managed. So that is docile. Next is miscegenation. Miscegenation is a marriage of mixed races, like a black wears a white wears a black. That's a miscegenation, right? As you can see here, maybe the kind of kids that they would have would be of mixed races. They can be either white or can be dark, anything. So marriage of mixed races is miscegenation. Next is moribund. So moribund means in a dying state. Some people think fidelity in marriage is moribund. That's very true, because the entire, the entire relation on which a marriage is based is that you have to be honest to each other. You're going to be together with each other for all your life. So in case there is fidelity, so treachery, so obviously marriage is not going to work. So then it becomes moribund, right? Next is nebulous. So nebulous means hazy or unclear. The facts behind a politician's statement are often nebulous. They are often unclear. Why? Because they're circumspect. We have read this word before. Otherwise, they circumlocute. So they do not tell you the exact thing. So that's why the facts are hidden. Or they are hazy. Like, if you want to see the house towards the other end, so in the particular picture, that is nebulous. It's unclear. Next is recrimination. Recrimination means charges retorted, abusive argument. Political parties often resort to recrimination in the Indian Parliament. Next is repercussion. So repercussion means a reverberation or an echo. So that means something that is the result of something, right? A slump in the US economy has repercussions worldwide. So if there is a slowdown in the US economy, the result is going to be result is going to affect worldwide. Next is scurrilous. Scurrilous is grossly unfair or vulgar. Angry lorry drivers often indulge in scurrilous language, so in very abusive language, because lorry drivers, they do not have a family life, they do not know, they do not have fixed travel hours and something, so they get frustrated of their jobs. So that is why they indulge in scurrilous language, plus mostly they're not very educated either. Next is soporific. So soporific comes from the word, I think, soporific comes from somna, which means sleep. So soporific means something that is inducing sleep. The play was so soporific that I cannot remember the later half. Or for me, soporific, the first word I can relate to is lecturers. Lecturers are so boring that, they tend to act like soporifics and you tend to have a good sleep. So you basically go for attendance, right? So that is soporific. That's it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Thanks.